What is up, people of YouTube? I'm the Need for Speed Beast. So, if you know me, I'm someone who loves PlayStation, or at least I used to. PlayStation, while not being my first console in my life, it was actually one of my most purchased consoles of all time. I've played through the PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and now to the PS5. And you know, I gotta say, the best era that I've experienced on PlayStation was either the PS2 or PS3. Hard to say exactly. Word on the wire is Sony is going to increase the costs of the PS5 in this current day and age, especially when the hardware of the PS5, the PS5 is like approximately 5 years old. This is just ridiculous. I'm just wondering, why would Sony do such a thing? But yeah, now I know why. Sony's rivals Microsoft and Nintendo, they also raised their prices on their hardware. So Sony was like, why not we do the same? And yeah, I'm really angry at Sony. And it's a shame really, because I really think the PS5 is a good console. That's what I think. I enjoy the content creation capabilities of this system. I enjoy games like Fortnite, Need for Speed Unbound, GT Online, Stellar Blade. Yeah, Sony's a company. What did you expect? What did any of us expect? This company was the same company that refused backwards compatibility on PS2 and PS3 games. Sony does not have the balls to make a console that is fully backwards compatible with the PS2, PS3, PS1, those legacy systems. You know why? Because they're too greedy. All they want is your money. And all these bots and simps, they encourage this sort of behavior. But not me. My time with Sony and PlayStation, well, PlayStation at least, is coming to an end. Mark my words. The PS5 Pro was a death hit in the nail of this coffin. I am ashamed of you, Sony. There was literally no reason to increase the price of your consoles. And now you're gonna blame the tariffs for the price hike. Well, that's just masking your true intentions. You're greedy, you want our money even more, and even PS Plus increased in price. You know, it's gonna become a time in which I'm gonna have to bow out of online multiplayer on PlayStation. These extortionate fees, they're getting too expensive. And there's literally no excuse for any of you people to cry at me saying, "Oh, the PS Plus price increase is justified." Like, you don't really have any excuse to justify the price increase. There's no excuse. I guess the writing is on the wall. I have to leave PlayStation behind in the past. Hell, I think I have to leave all the gaming brands in the past. How long is it going to take for these companies to be so greedy in their practices until we eventually come towards the new gaming crash? You know, I do hope that crash happens, because AAA gaming needs to learn a lesson. The law refuses to change these gaming companies. Everything is getting far more expensive and predatory. You know, when is it going to be until we sail the 7 seas and start pirating? You know what? At the end of the day, I don't care. If piracy is the way to go forward, then let it be. You've got what you deserved, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. You've got what you deserved. PC gaming is the future. I should have known that from since when the PS4 had requirement for a paid online multiplayer. That's my take on the PS5 price hike. Huge shame on Sony. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. Consider subscribing if you want to support this channel. I'm the Need for Speed Beast, and see you all next time.